Hello, hello. Hi, Charlene. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. How are you all doing? If you haven't already, it's working sound-wise. That's good. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Good to know that, Charlene. Good to know you're here for a while. Come for a little chin wag. Eric's already been bleeped out by the. I need to adjust this chat box, don't I? Because oh no, I'm moving stuff that I shouldn't be moving. There we go. Eric's been starred out. There we go. Actually, I can see that today. Maybe it's my. Oh, I've got my glasses on. That's why I can see it today. Oh, let's turn that little box. I don't need that box anymore. So many boxes. But anyway, welcome to the live stream. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe and all that stuff. Click notifications on. I'm sure you're all here. Hello, Kezi. How are you doing? Take it you had a safe flight back to Poland. Hey, Dan. How's it going? Nice to see you again. Who else is here? Kezi, Eric, Dan. Got Charlene. All the classics so far. All the classics. Thanks for joining the fan club, Kezi. Massively appreciated. Oh, good. Smooth sailing then. That's good to know. 'Cause flying can be a bit stressful sometimes, especially when it goes wrong. Yeah. Oh, just got this line. Oh, just seen this line around here. Just I'm going to show this to everyone now. Like, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, there's lots of people. I've missed loads of people here. So we've got Adams here. How do you pronounce your name? Is it Agni? I'm not gonna. I've forgotten how to pronounce your name, Mrs. A. Dimitri. Hello. Oh, Tellurian. Tellurian. Hello, Chris. How's it going? First Tuesday off in months. I can never make these anymore. That's a shame. Yeah. How do you pronounce your name? Is it Agnieszka? I'm gonna just go with that. Is there something for short that I can pronounce your name? Agnes. Oh, well, it looks a bit like that, doesn't it? There's just like some like S and Z and K's. I can't. What's the oh, there's so many messages. Agnes. That I can say that. So Colin, are you a Swedish band? Are you maybe I think you're trying to say are you into a Swedish band? Are you asking me if I'm in Hallas? I'm not in Hallas. Wish I was. Love that band. I love Hallas. It's probably one of my absolute favourites at the moment. Out of the new bands, I mean. Oh, that thing's in the wrong place. I'm going to put this over here. There you go. Move that. Right, everything's in a slightly better place on the screen now. That's good. Oh, dear me. So it's lovely to see everyone. There's a lot of people here today already. It's nice to be back. I've had a bit of a break from live streams. We had we had 2 band practices in 2 weeks, so I couldn't live stream. We were really getting into the set. We wanted to put on a good show for the pub show. So yeah, it's good to be back live streaming. Quite like this. Lots of people are just 17 people online apparently, says the computer. But yeah, so we did a show. We had an actual real gig, and lots of people travelled from all over the place, including Agnes and Kezi, and just which is a serious effort because they travel from Poland. They're the Polish team. They've even got their own flag, Polish fans. You'll have seen it on Flans. I'm thinking about food. Polish fans. They've got. If you haven't seen it, it's on Facebook, and I think it might be on Instagram as well. But you'll see um, this amazing flag that they've made. It's really good. By the way, if you haven't seen, we've got a fan club. Here is the fan club T-shirt. You can. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. It's got a really nice back on it. Keith's here. Speaking of fan club members, I think Chris, are you a fan club member? I mean, I'm saying it's bad that I should really know each one of my fan club members, but it's getting to the stage where I don't know who's in the fan club, and everyone has different like names. So like Keith has Bucko, which I can just about I can be like, okay, I get that. But some people have like, all these different names. I'm like, are you like is that Adam or is that Chris? And then I'm like, everyone's like a Chris and an Adam, and I'm like, I can't remember. I teach like 100 kids a week. I can't remember their names, and I've got a fan club now. I can't remember my own name, but I seem to remember. I'm sure, Chris, you're in the fan club, aren't you? Well, you should be if you're not. But yeah, the link's there. There's a fan club. Blah blah blah. I've said fan club about 5 times, so now you know it's a thing. There you go. That's fun. Oh, right, okay. I thought you were strong. I'm sure I've seen your name. You see, that's why you've donated on this little thing, which is much appreciated. That's why I recognise your name so much, Chris. Thanks very much appreciated. I can't join any club that would have me as a member. They'll have to get my fan club T-shirt. Jason, yes, that rings a bell. Jason, thank you very much. Amazing stuff. Marcin, is that how I say Marcin or should I say Martin? How should I pronounce? Is it Marcin? It looks like Marcin. Sometimes it's in different languages. It looks like one thing, but the pronunciation is not how it looks. Is it a Marcin? Hello, correctly pronounced Marcin. Eric says he needs to join. No pressure. Just, you could own one of these. It's very special. And 3 albums worth of unreleased Wytch Hazel music. Just putting it out there. I did a YouTube video on it, If you haven't seen the YouTube video, rather than me rabbiting on about it now, just go watch the YouTube video. It's like a couple of videos. It might even just be the last video on the channel. It looks like that. So the pronunciation is just Marcin. Or is it just Martin? I suppose it's the same name, really, isn't it? I suppose. Keith says, I consider it a victory that my temporary sales post didn't result in 0 sales on Saturday. I know you did a sterling job on there. You didn't have to jump. I was sort of like, is Keith still on? Keith still on the merch? You should have just left it. Come to the front, Keith. Next time, maybe. It was all just a bit like, someone needs to look after the merch. Oh, do you know, like, I need to get into this really. That's the whole point of the live stream. I feel like I want to go through things step by step. We'll finish saying our hellos and greetings. And have I missed anyone? We were talking about the fan club. Jason needs to get a fan club T-shirt. Eric needs to join the fan club. Keith is a general hero as usual, helping on merch, buying all the merch, and then selling even more. I mean, like, Keith's probably responsible for more sales, not just because of what he owns, but because he's actually sold some to other people. Oh, dear me. It's a strong effort, Keith, let's face it. It's a strong effort. One of the strongest. But yeah, Chris is a strong donator. You can donate to the cause. It's here. If you like like what we're doing, push it forwards. Are you with the band? Yes, I am. You're an official fan club member, Keith. Of course you're with the band. Absolutely. Every time. But yeah, So I feel like I need to start with the sausage sandwich stories. Anyone need to? Who wants to hear the sausage story? Because that's what started my day on Saturday. I feel like I should go from the top. Who wants to hear the sausage story? I've told it to everyone. Well, not everyone, but like my family and stuff. They quite liked it. It was one of those moments. I could tell you the sausage story if you want to hear it. Yeah, Keith wants to hear the sausage story. Quick. I'm not going to sleep tonight. Um, right. Go on then, dance. Go tell it then. Right, the sausage story. Depends on the sausage. Right. So I was dropping my wife off at work in the morning Saturday. I had the kids in the car, and I thought, I'm gonna treat myself to a sausage sandwich. So I went to this bar that I frequent, and because I can park the car, see the kids whilst I'm at the till. I can like see the car, so I'm like, it's basically like getting fuel, isn't it? So I parked the car, went in to get a sausage sandwich, treat myself. Bearing in mind, I hadn't had a coffee at this point, so I was still sort of like a bit bleary eyed, and I was sort of like, I need to get a coffee at some point soon because I'm just sort of half asleep. It felt like, and we'll tell you about the sausage sandwich while you're at the bus stop. So I went into this bar. I was trying to look for the sandwich that was just pure sausage, no like sausage and bacon. I wasn't feeling it, and I stood there for probably longer than usual, just trying to find the label that said sausage sandwich on, and then I I've seen Keith's joke, and it made me laugh. I'm in the middle of another thing. Anyway, there was two nuns stood behind me, right? And obviously, bearing in mind, I'd not had a coffee, and I finally selected the sausage sandwich. Turn around, realised I'd kept them waiting. Now, I meant to turn around and say, "Oh, sorry," because we're English, we apologise for everything. I meant to turn round after picking my sausage sandwich up and say sorry. But instead, I picked up my sausage sandwich, turned around and said, sausage. And then I was half asleep. Instead of saying sorry, I just said the word sausage to these two nuns. And then, like, I was like, I didn't really know what else to say. So I just walked off. So I meant to turn around and say, "Oh," it was like, "Oh, sorry." In my mind, that's what I was, I was telling my brain to do. But I went, "Oh, sausage," and it was just like an awkward moment, and I just walked off. I didn't even like correct myself. I'm waking the kids. Anyway, we've said the sausage sandwich story. Oh dear me. Anyway, Luke's at the bus stop. Luke's stone cold sober, unlike Saturday. That was funny. That was Luke. Um, Yeah, I like Keith's joke. As long as it's not about German sausage, those are the worst. So yeah, I didn't say. Oh, sorry. Oh, sausage. Just, I could write a really bizarre prog song about that. So that's how I started Saturday. That's how I started Saturday. Half asleep. Oh, sausage. I didn't even say it. I sort of mumbled it like, oh, sausage. Do you have any comments about the vinyl on Saturday? What do you mean, Keith? I could just go through my routine. And then I spent some before the gig. I should probably go chronologically. So that's how I started my day. And then comments about the vinyl. What do you mean, Keith? Just as a side note. Comments about the vinyl. I'm a bit confused. But anyway, so and then in the day, I felt like I was just coming up with things because I was a bit nervous about the show, so I started laminating everything. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, so I've sold four. Oh no. So I've sold four black. It was labelled clear purple. That's bizarre. Oh, that's annoying. Uh, oh well. I wonder how many people actually got. Well, that's good, Keith. I mean, oh no, because I have this pile of Pentecost 4 records, and then it was labelled because it was sent from Plastic Head, labelled on the top, and it said clear purple. So, oh well. So 4 people have got just a plain black record when they're expecting one of those magical purple swirly ones. Oh dear. Oh well, what can you do, eh? Sorry about that. I blame Plastic Head, to be honest. Next time we'll bring Kielbasa. Kielbasa. What's that? That rings a bell. Those, oh yeah, those, the fudges of mysterious, the box is mysteriously empty. I mean, I'm not really sure what happened. He's probably inspired those two sisters that order their own sausage sandwiches. Yeah, I mean, didn't even know we had black Pentecost vinyl. We've now got, unfortunately, it's a bit of a frustrating situation. We've actually got no Pentecost records, and we're not going to be able to get any more for Greece. So we're going to have to go to Greece with no Pentecost records because they can't. Like our record label were like, "Well, you're selling them too fast." I'm thinking like, "Oh, I wish I'd got some." It's a bit annoying. So we'll just be selling like Prelude and Sojourn. Oh, sausage, right? Okay. Bring some Polish sausage with you. So yeah, it was quite. So yeah, so I spent the afternoon laminating everything, including the set lists, laminated set lists. Um, there's one right there behind it. That is true, actually. This is mine, however. I've got one sealed. I'm not giving my own copy away. So yeah, we're not actually got. It's a bit sad. So I spoke to the label. I was like, "Can we order some? I want to order some Pentecost records off you to sell in Greece. By the way, we're playing in Greece. We can't give you any more details than that. Just realised I let that slip. We have told few people, but there's no details because it's like an unnamed fest. The festival doesn't have a name yet, but it's going to be good because it's an experienced promoter apparently. So it's all good. But that should be announced soon. I might chase that up this week. But we've got no Pentecost records. I'm a bit like, but I mean, worse things have happened, I'm sure. But it's just a bit like we're going to go and play a load of Pentecost songs. There might be people that hear us for the first time, want to buy a record, and then can't. So I have to bring the QR code. That's another thing. I laminated little QR code stands. If you saw those at the gig, but yeah. So afternoon lamination session. Then we got to the show. I mean, like, it was just like, in lots of ways, it was weird to go and do a show. But then when I got there, I was like, I remember gigs and pubs. Like, we get there and like, where's the band? Classic sort of thing. I'm gonna dress like a fat Danny Zuko for the Grease gig. I'm trying to remember who Danny Zuko is. Who's that rings a bell? Anyway, Keith, distracted me from the story. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So it was just like business as usual when we got to the show. Like, where is everyone? Where's the drum kit? And then the drum kit arrives, and as usual, I'm the person who's like, right, we need to get moving. You know, we need to get moving. I'm going to Google Danny Zuko because I don't think that is. It rings a bell. Oh right, I know exactly who Danny Zuko is. Good one. I like it. Oh dear. Oh, I was just going to make a joke. I thought I'd be mildly hilarious. I was just about to make a joke at your expense, Keith. It wasn't even directed at you. It was reminding me. Right, don't take this personally, Keith, because I was thinking of something else. We have this vintage clothes shop in Lancaster, and and he talked about like people coming in for fancy dress and stuff, and then he'd have like sort of 60-year-old men come in saying like, "I want to look like John Travolta," and the guy would always make the joke like, "More like John Revolta," and he was a Scouser, and it just was funny when he said it. So just remind me. Oh dear me. I hope that guy's still there. I want to go back to that shop. Uh, we always went in. He always made the same jokes over and over again. Everyone's good. We're just sort of making grease jokes and sausage jokes and talking about how the gig's business as usual. And yeah, well, basically, so I'm not like I'm not. This is not like a dig at the pub, but I was just like, we got there as usual. I'm the person's like, right, what's the next thing that needs doing? Because I like to just get set up, get sound checked, and then relax, have a bit of time before we actually need to be on stage. But no, of course that didn't happen. I was there at like 6. We're playing at 9. I was like, you know, so we we were like, right, the drums are here. I was like, so should we start getting some drums out maybe? Like suggesting, let's get things moving. People just sort of standing around with a beer, classic sort of thing. And I'm sort of like the whatever that word is, cracking the whip. Let's get cracking because I want to like relax. But anyway, that didn't happen. And then we were like, right, well, we're waiting for the drum mat. And I was like, well, where's the drum mat? Why is and it's like the pub have the pub drum mat, and it's like, why is the pub drum mat not at the pub? I'm sure there's like a reason, so I'm not having a go at the pub. But it's sort of like the one item needed to start the whole process of setting up the entire stage isn't at the venue. So we can't set anything up without the drum mat. So we were just all the gears on stage, like, and then we had to like move stuff out of the way. It's like, oh, this is just gigs. And then like it took ages, and then I was sort of like waiting for the first band to sound check. They had a pretty like short sound check to be fair. And then it was like, what? Oh, so it's about 20 to 9 now. We had about a 5-minute sound check. Ran upstairs to then get into our our shirts and tights and stuff. And then and then what was I going to say? Yeah, and it was funny. It was actually led to quite a funny moment where, and Jack was like, "Oh, I need a loo," and we were like, "Oh, right, okay." So like Alex went down with Jack because these stairs are proper steep. So Alex was leading Jack down the stairs, and everyone was like, "Way!" It was just Jack going to the toilet. So that was a fun moment. But yeah, so we had like a 5-minute sound check, squeezed in, ran up to get changed. Jack goes to the loo. We wait for Jack to go on stage. Alex comes up, grabs his guitar. We go on stage. We're already late for us. I'm sort of like, I was here at 6. This is just classic. It always happens at like pub gigs. I just don't know why. Like it's like nothing can go. I'm like, surely we can get this done and have plenty of time. Yeah, we're always like, yeah, I'll have loads of time. It's fine. But no, apparently not. So that was quite funny. But then I think we played all right. You know, like we had a few rehearsals that definitely helped. We were a little bit rusty, but so it was the odd mistake and stuff. But I suppose it's a little bit to be expected. We're not played for a very long time, but Keith thought it sounded good. I thought the balance wasn't too bad at all, and it sounded like, and a lot of people said as well, like one thing I find in pubs is you can't hear the vocals or muffly, but there's quite had a fairly new PA system, so um oh my voice is quite quiet. I've just realised I've turned it up now, but yeah, the pub has quite a nice PA system, so you could hear my vocals quite well, which is quite nice. So it was balanced. Hey Colin, is there a merch table anywhere? That was your first word. I don't remember your first words, but there you go. It was a pool table in the end, but Keith was guarding for us, which was nice of him. Yeah, so we played the show. We had an absolutely belting time on stage. It was so nice to be back, and yeah, that's about it really. I suppose, and then we had the Poles gave us brought this, so I'm showing this to everyone now. So I'm just kind of I've been joking that I'm just gonna walk around with this constantly. Like, by the way, just so you know, I think it's like both kind of. I don't know. There's a mixture of like it's a bit funny and also a bit like why am I in a magazine? It's just that mix of like oh dear. So what's this? I played a gig back in October and the drum mat was missing, so we used the floor mats from the van. That sounds like a good plan. Yes, what was it there an American tour I'd like to see very much see it in Russia, judging by the number of Polish fans, I will have to go to Poland. Isn't one of those Alexis? Oh yes, yeah. So they both ended up in the suitcase. So one's Alexis. I've got two for some reason. I think it's just because we packed up and we're all knackered and ended up in the band suitcase. But yeah, one of these is Alexis and one is mine. There's got my face on it, so it belongs to me. By the way, we have a fan club. If I didn't say that before, and we have merchandise available. These wonderful flags. Everyone buy a flag. It's 26 of you now. If you if 26 of you bought a flag now, I'd have about 50 flags left. 52. And I'd still have too many flags. So yeah, wytchhazel.com. Get yourself a flag and a pin badge. You cannot get the pin badge. I will not let you buy a pin badge unless you take these off my hands. Keith has 3 flags. Oh dear. That would be very much appreciated. Luke, there's a fan club. Did you not know? But the link's there. And we have a little Facebook community. Get on that. That's quite fun sometimes. I feel like I've neglected it because I've just been like stressed about the gig and not really doing stuff. So I'll get back to posting memes there and shortly. You got a compliment on your Witch. They are nice Witch Hazel scarves. Sold out. They took a while to sell and only ordered 50. They took like a year to sell. So we'll be ordering them again. Patches sell well. I'm just going to keep buying patches. Oh dear me. There you go. But yeah, please buy a flag. It makes a lovely like sofa throw. Or you can put it like on the end of your bed. Wrap your entire car in the flags. That is a really good idea, Eric. Absolutely fantastic idea. Um, Fun times on Facebook. Mellow group of people who don't hate. Very true. So it's a nice fan club room. If there is any hate, I'll just delete whatever you. I'll just delete it. I have the power to do that. Oh, my legs hurting a little bit. But yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah. So they make a nice a nice bed throw. They've got little grommets. Not as in Wallace and Gromit, like these things. So you can attach them. I don't really know what you're meant to do with them, but screws or something. I don't really know what you're meant to do with grommets. Useful in some way. We need some posters and stickers. You put band stickers on your jukebox and you need the Mighty Witch Hazel. Yeah, I need to get on it with the stickers. Although I just saw that you can get stickers on the exclusive fan club store. By the way, there's an exclusive fan club store. It exists. You can buy this, and in future you'll be able to buy some stickers because Keith has asked. And if Keith has asked for it, Keith is going to get it. So we're going to get some fan club stickers first and foremost, and then I might get some. I was thinking of do you know like the dove in the middle? I don't have a spare record. Oh, it's in the box that this is on. I'll be able to show you now. What I was thinking. Let's get your opinion on this. Oh, pants. Oh no, my back patch, my one back patch. I was thinking of making a sticker of this dove. I don't know what you think, like a round sticker. What do you reckon? I think that'd make a nice sticker. It's a nice design, isn't it? These are so. I mean, Keith will know. He's got plenty of these. But the covers that we got this time round are really nice. So it's a nice sort of display. It's really good. Brunk Studio, as usual. So yeah, I was thinking a Dove sticker. Maybe we're somehow getting that in there. I don't know how. I mean, I could make it a square one. Just get like that. I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet. But yeah, something. Or maybe a couple of designs. I don't know. It really kind of, you know, as usual, I haven't really sorted it out. But it needs to happen, doesn't it? Are they both in there? There we go. Apparently so. So let's put that there. Yeah, need to get Wytch Hazel stickers. What were we saying? I don't know what we were saying. We are just talking about merch. I was just trying to sell you more flags, basically. So there you go. Lovely flags they are. Good quality. Keith will tell you, he's got 3. And oh yeah, custom guitar picks. I've been looking into that. We're still in, because we were thinking of like getting picks to use on stage, but I'm still a bit like I'm very very specific about picks, and I always use 1mm picks, but I'm between two types of picks and I can't make my mind up. There's there's like a standard one that most people use, like it's probably the most best selling pick, which is the Dunlop just blue Tortex 1mm. I really like that pick. I also like the 1mm Dunlop Flex, which is a mixture of the same material plus quite a bit of nylon. The normal material is called Delrin, which is meant to like simulate tortoise shell material, so it's quite hard. Um, but nylon's a softer material and it has like a softer attack. So I'm kind of like between the two picks. It's almost like I kind of use both. If I want a bit more attack, I go for the Delrin Tortex, and if I want a bit of a softer attack, I'll go with the takes out the harsh ice picky sound using something with nylon in. It's quite subtle, but I'm quite like it's the thing that makes contact with your strings. So I want to be happy with that. So it's quite important. But yeah, it's yeah, and I like just the classic teardrop normal shape of pick, 1mm. But you can buy the what am I saying? Yeah, custom guitar picks. You can only get the classic Tortex. So I'm deciding, do I want to use those all the time? Are they a bit too tortoise shell sounding? But there you go. There you go. So we've been talking about. Has anyone started watching the new season of Dexter? Faye doesn't want to talk about guitar picks, as you can see. I've only seen one episode, no spoilers. Eric has good taste. I think that was Branca surely. Oh, so, oh, did the artwork and the inside cover? Yeah, Branca Studio. I missed that. Sorry, I should look on this bit. Yeah, Faye, I've been watching. Was it that obvious, Chris? I'm a bit confused. Have I missed a comment? Only one episode. Oh, saw 2 episodes last night. Oh, right. So this, I'm going to close this box because I'm missing messages. I'm going to look on the screen because now I've seen the messages. Oh, it's so annoying with this. Do you know what I'm going to do long term, folks? I've decided is when my Restream, I got like a good deal on Restream so I can stream to Facebook and YouTube. When it runs out, I'm going to be exclusively streaming to YouTube and I won't have any of this nonsense because Restream's quite good. It's clever, but it's just really annoying. But anyway, um, yeah, right. So, Faye's bored with the pick talk. That's I didn't get that message, but I said the same thing. Was it that obvious? Yeah, right. I've caught up with the conversation. Love it. Started off slow, but you know it's going to get crazy. Yeah, I love Dexter. If anyone else watched Dexter, it's just cult classic, isn't it? Now, well, it is now. Um, just so good. Such a good program. Um, you were right, cheeky, when you said you got more chatty as the night went on for some reason. Yeah, I was. Just deliberately being cheeky. I thought you'd appreciate it. You're the sort of personality who would take that sort of that sort of thing. I had low expectations for the new show, but was surprised it was really good. Yeah, it might be because a lot of the times when when there's like a comeback show and you think, oh, it's not as good as it was. But I feel like it's going to be good. I feel like they've been like, do you know what? Let's do it properly. I've got a good feeling about this new Dexter thing. Dexterish, great cast, great work, writing, love the atmosphere. 100% agree. Oh, the other show started as you. I'm not saying that. Any high quality audio recording of the gig? No, I mean it seemed like instead of a desk, Sam had the sound guy had an iPad and was just doing the sliders. So that was clever. I've seen it before, but it was sort of like, oh, there's just like speakers and an iPad and then some sort of receiver in the corner or something. So I don't know how you would have even taken the audio. I found the funny side. Well, that's good. Look, I hope you're not offended. I don't try and offend people. I try and have a laugh. He found the funny side doesn't mean it wasn't cheeky. Yeah, I suppose I did post it publicly on social media, didn't I? Sorry about that. Oh, I'm waiting for The Witcher season 2. I only watched a little bit with that with Faye. I had a good laugh about it in Mint yesterday with some friends. There you go. Oh, Faye's looking forward to that. I wonder why you're looking forward to that, Faye. No particular reason. I'm going to make the chat look a bit more even. That looks a bit better to me. Dex improvised a lab in a shed. Yeah. Let me know if you need a Plantagenet flautist for your next album. I can play in the spirit that would get King Henry II nodding with approval. Andy Oliver, is that? Well, I might hit you up, Oliver, if we need a flautist. Oh, our producer's a bit of a weird one. Like I say, well, he knows he's a bit of weird. Sorry, Ed, if you're listening. I don't mean to call you weird. I say a weird one. Well, he kind of is, but in a good way. But he's sort of like, so I had a conversation with him. He was like, I bought a mandolin the other day. I was like, oh, right. I didn't know you played mandolin. You don't play mandolin, do you? And he was like, well, I do now. I was like, oh, right. And I've heard some recordings like, doo doo doo. It's like, he did like a mandolin solo. I'm like, you've just picked up the instrument. But he was talking about buying a flute. I'm thinking, he's probably going to do the same thing. He's just going to buy a flute, learn it in like a day, and then just be a flautist. So, but there you go. Oh, right, where are we up to? Look, not at all. No. I did ask the guy running the show if it could be recorded, and he said it probably would be possible, maybe even streamed. Oh, right. Bought a second patch, and I have no idea where it went. Oh no, Luke. You bought a Sojourn patch, didn't you, Luke? See, maybe I'm not going to go there, Luke. Whose fault is that? Kezi, I talked to Alex just before the show. He had no stage fright, so it means you rehearse properly. Yeah, I probably didn't rehearse properly because I was like hacking myself. I was like, oh. Although I went on stage, I was fine. I felt fine. I had an absolutely amazing time. I had loads of fun. But just leading up to it, it was like, this is weird, this is weird, this is weird. Like we're playing a show. I was a bit stressed. And Colin, are you still considering doing that one-man Christian black metal project? Did I say I was doing that? I mean, I'm considering all sorts of stuff. Whether it's going to happen or not is another question. I mean, the very fact I've got 2 albums that have been put on the back burner is just like proof to the fact that I don't have the time to do all the things I want to do. I've literally got 2 full albums just sat there, shelved. Like both side projects. Don't worry, it's not like a Wytch Hazel album, which is coming along nicely, full studio album. I've just got like literally two albums shelved. It feels a bit like, ugh, in some ways. But so yeah, Christian black metal project. I can't tremolo pick for that long. Get knackered hand. I've also got like a little ganglion cyst in my wrist, which I need to sort out at some point. Been procrastinating. It makes me wrist a bit sore sometimes. But one man one man black metal project is code word for being unemployed forever. That is funny. To be fair. I just bought an ocarina with a similar goal. Great stuff. Oh, my leg. I'm just going to have to stretch my leg out. Hope I don't get coal on my leg. Got a bucket of coal just over here. You did on one stream one time, I remember. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably be interested in getting. This is the thing. I'd be doing. If I did a black metal project, it wouldn't be very good because I'd have to get miles. It'd take a while just to be able to get good enough to just perform in that style. I can't do blast beats very well, not even close actually. So I'd have to like get better on drums to do that, or get someone who could do that, and then like I'd have to get better at tremolo picking. It's like I think I'll stick to what I know, writing dad rock twin leads really. Colin says a lot of things on stream he doesn't mean. There you go. Luke can do blast beats. So there we go. Luke's lined up for the non-existent black metal project. Well, it's funny they call it like Christian black metal. I was thinking about this. Was it today? I was listening to some black metal today, and I was thinking it's funny because a lot of it, a lot of black metal now isn't particularly like. There's a lot of newer bands that are not really going for the satanic lyrics. They're going for black metal as in the style. It's like it's a because genre isn't primarily about lyrics, is it? Lyrics are kind of secondary because genre is more the sounds, isn't it? So there you go. Luke, why don't you do a black metal project? You can do it all. Luke can do blast beats and he can do tremolo picking. So Luke can do the project. I'll write some songs and then you play them faster. What was that? A house drum kit that was used? I thought I saw them both. There's both. Oh, it wasn't a house drum kit. We Forlorn Hope brought the drum kit, and we just borrowed. We shared so we used Andy's bass amp and shared that between the bands, and then we borrowed drum kits and brought just snare and cymbals and stuff, breakables call it, and then we shared a cab. Yeah, so we just shared bits, shared bass amp, drums, cab between us. Yeah. So what's this? Colin says a lot on things on stream he doesn't mean. Is that what happens? I don't know. I suppose I do just chat on a lot, to be honest. But yeah, anything else about the stream? I mean, anything else about the gig? Sorry. Yeah, I think that's about it. The rundown. We had yeah, it was just a lot of time. It really, in the end, I'm just rambling now. In the end, the gig was just. It felt like it was just. I don't know. It was like coming home in some ways. It was just. I'm trying to explain it very. I'm not explaining this very well. It was just sort of like I remember gigs. It was just that sort of feeling, if you know what I mean. Oh, we didn't know. We didn't. We didn't share a taxi with Full On Hope. No.